Hey guys, welcome back. So as you can see, we have a nice painted cab. So we had a cab show up this weekend, and I want to show you what we're doing to this thing and what we got going on here. So this is another update for the LawnRanger project. So we got a nice painted cab here. We're working on doing some sound deadening in here while we waited for some other things to dry. However, we have the old cab in here as well, and we had to rob some stuff off of this, like the exterior exterior heater box and the heat shields that are underneath the cab and in front of the cab. We also have the dash out of this and all kinds of miscellaneous wiring. So we're moving forward with the LawnRanger project here, and we'll have some more videos for you so that we can show you what we're doing with this. So lots of stuff to go on with this truck, and we have lots and lots of sound deadening to install. So hopefully trying to get this cab on here today. So if we get that on here today, we'll include it in here as well. So we'll get some updates for you guys and hopefully show you some stuff that we're doing to this cab. Try to get this thing put back together and back on the road. So while Brent's over there messing with the sound deadener, we're going to talk about the cab or the frame here a little bit. So we have the body mount set up on here. Now we're doing the S&B body mounts on here. Once again, same as the other video. We put anti-seize under these just to add that extra layer of rust protection, because these things back here are pretty bad for corrosion. You can't really see because I filled it all in with the anti-seize, but these corrode really bad, and these will actually rust away. I've actually pulled body mounts off without unbolting them because the cross member is completely gone. Now we're going to drop this tank down before we bolt the cab completely down. So we got to take this tank out of here, and that's why it's all disconnected, because you can't get to this body mount very easily because the tank is in the way. So it's a lot easier to take this tank out to get that bottom body mount in. And we have everything as buttoned up underneath this truck that we can. So we still have to do the brake line, but we don't have a cab, so we can't do that. All your lines are out of the way. All your grounds are put on, and all the exhaust is put on, and all of our routing for the training lines is all done here. So we still got to do a little more trimming here, but one thing that you want to make sure that you do is this ground wire. Before you put a cab on, always make sure that it is on and tight, because putting that on is no fun after the cab is on. So this frame is pretty much ready for this cab, so we're going to go ahead and roll it forward here and get it in position here once Brent's done with the cab. So we'll go ahead and show you what we got going on over here. So we bought this stuff, and you said this was second skin, right, yes, Brent? So this is a second skin. This is what the product is called, that you kind of cut it and fit it, and a lot of times they tell you that you need to do like a whole bunch of pie cuts to make all of the pieces fit, because this stuff doesn't seem to flow as well as, say, like Dynamat. You can see it kind of like wants to bellow out a little bit. So it seems to be pretty decent. You know, we got the back wall done here. The whole floor is done. You know, we got some stuff put in the cab here. We got the heater box put in on the inside, and have the heat shielding put on, and the wiper motor and linkage, and then the outside heater box here. And then all these little pieces and parts that are kind of hard to put on once the cab is on. Yeah, so the whole underneath this cab has been painted, and we had to reinstall these heat shields so that they're a nice factory look. So getting ready to put this on, so we're going to go ahead and hop in the skid loader and get this thing lifted up here. So we got the cab bolted down. We used the S&B kit, which comes with new hardware, which is great. So I covered this one up already. Give you an idea of how these look installed. So these are installed the same way that we did the Superduty cab mounts. Same thing. We used an impact to get them tight, so you can tell when they're getting close, but these get torqued 60 foot-pounds on all of them, including the front ones. So the front ones aren't installed yet because we don't have the core support ready to go yet. So we just have these sitting here. So you can see that these will fit together just like so, and they're O-ringed and everything, so they stick pretty good. So I can slowly falls there. You can see how tall this is versus this here, which is smashed in there pretty good. So they do compress a good bit. So you want to make sure that you put these on. You can run them in with an impact pretty far. That way you're not using the torque wrench to get them all the way in. But you do want to make sure that you finish with the torque wrench. And as you can see, this one, the top ones don't squish down a whole lot. All the squish is on the bottom. But we got Brent's cab put on here today, and this is good progress for him. 7 years coming, and we're moving along here. We got to put the tank back in and start getting some of the little pieces and parts from his old cab that's back there and put onto here. So little stuff, grommets, all the wiring can go in. We're going to do more sound deadening on the roof here and try to get this cab pre-wired before we get a little too carried away with installing an interior. The next time he comes out, he's supposed to bring a bed, and I don't want to get too much stuff inside here until we get the bed put on, so we can make sure that these body lines are going to match up across. But finally got a cab on this truck. It's been a long time coming for him. He's overjoyed and excited. I can see it in his face over there. And hopefully we'll get some more progress on this truck soon. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.